It is me, the Big Rocky, and I'm I'm gonna do this live stream in my bed because it's my channel. I can do what I want. Oh, so plus the charger is hooked up to my lamp. See, I'm only at 48%. So I decided that I should talk about something kind of important. So one thing that does go under the radar is like the importance of ADHD inclusion. So I kind of want to talk about just ADHD and how it really affects us as a whole. Um, so I don't have very many questions, but there are a couple things I want to touch on, like how it kind of makes me stand out from the crowd a bit, because I tend to use more creative thinking. When most people see it black or white, I can see grays, all the grays. Um, because I kind of had to survive up until this point. I'm 18 and I've been diagnosed with ADHD since I was 7. So I had to come up with a bunch of creative ways to, I think 14 was where it all fell apart. um Hold on. Yep. So 14 was where it all started to fall apart. And I did have to use a bunch of creative thinking to stay alive. Um, so I really feel it's important to not just talk about ADHD as like squirrel, just pretty much. But wow, 16 viewers already. Um, Hi, Danny. Um, so I just decided to do an ADHD live stream where I talk about what life is like. Hi, Jonathan. Uh, so just ask me anything and I'll answer. Because again, this is something we need to talk about as a society, because a lot of people just no. No. I don't know what that is. Like, feel free to ask about ADHD, by the way. Um, I'm willing to answer a lot of questions surrounding it. Like, yes, I get overwhelmed. Yes, I cry when I've got a lot of stimuli coming my way. I remember my first day of school at my new school. It was like 4 times the population of my old school, and we were and we had, like, the entire population of my old school in the cafeteria at once, and it was a brand new place, and I was kind of far from home, and I was homesick. I had a lot of stimuli coming out at me at once for, like, 5 minutes. Tops. I just cried. I cried because I got overwhelmed, I got scared, I was in a new place, um, and change has never been easy for me. Hello, Brianna. I've seen that through my YouTube channel, JR. I've seen that, and I'm doing great. I'm doing great, thank you. Um, I have noticed some things online a lot more recently that are about neurodivergencies, specifically on YouTube, probably because that's, like, what I've been watching on YouTube, neurodivergencies and, Taylor Swift, obviously. If you look at my, shorts reels, like, mid-April 2024, I did a bunch of Taylor Swift content because the Tortured Poets Department was coming out, and I was super excited. But I feel like a lot of the energy, isn't exactly directed towards ADHD, which is kind of frustrating because most people still associate it with just squirrel or I can't sit still. Meanwhile, there's much more layers to it, especially with combined type, which is really it affects a lot of my life, like school, um, in every way has been affected. I can't focus on math, and I also am kind of antsy. Hello, Charlie. Um, and Mason. So I feel like it's important to talk about all neurodivergencies as well, like because some people don't know what Tourette's is, to be fair, and others just think of autism as you're really slow, which there are a bunch of like levels to autism, which just how strongly you're affected. ADHD has 3 subtypes: hyperactive, um, inattentive, and combined, which is what I have. And if I'm repeating myself, it's because I keep forgetting I said it. I'm sorry. But my working memory is heavily affected by ADHD, and my working memory is heavily affected by ADHD. Um, so my short-term memory is not the best. Short-term memory and working memory are, like, really closely related, if not completely. Sorry. Um, so I know in the outro why does it keep doing that? Can I not lay on my side? Do I have to, like, lay like this right now? Because I don't want to sit up. I know in the outro to my vlog that I posted yesterday, really late, I thought I was in EST still. It's kind of hard for me to tell when I'm crossing time zones because I don't consistently look at my watch or my phone. I didn't even have my watch yesterday, I just realized. So I kept forgetting. Plus, we had Cooper just slide into the video. So I'm gonna try to do more content on ADHD, be that live stream Q&As, skits, and just kind of show y'all the life of an ADHD person. Because it's actually chaotic, but it can be fun. So yeah, again, I hate misconceptions about neurodivergencies and then just people shutting everything out about it. So like with my ADHD, people expect me to just be unable to sit still or unable to focus, when it also affects my communication skills, my emotions, my my working memory, all that stuff. And I hate that the media is like, oh, we're just pretty much useless. If you're neurodivergent, you're useless. That's also not true, because you have to get creative with life. And I'm probably just gonna go for 15 minutes if the chat just stays dead. So I want to try to bust some about ADHD, and then there are channels that bust some about autism, Tourette's. I love Pamela Ray Schuler. She's a comedian, and she makes jokes about her Tourette's, or more specifically, her view with Tourette's. And they all took missteps. So I don't exactly agree with cancel culture. I agree with, like, this hurt, don't do this again. And if they keep doing it, if they keep crossing the same line over and over and over, it's like, brother, you had plenty of chances before. Even I'm like, cancel them. But, like, if they're a comedian and they're working on jokes, finding angles, and people are like, ugh, then yeah, that's like, don't immediately cancel them. They're like actually trying to make it where it's not offensive. It's funny. And like, there are some things in a comedy club that people say that you, in like normal everyday life, you shouldn't laugh at. Like, my channel, I want this to be a place where you can laugh at like anything to do with ADHD. Because it's kind of funny sometimes. But I will put like a warning and whatever. Don't laugh at this. This isn't like a funny part at all. For like the stuff that's like really, really difficult for me or like anyone with ADHD in general. So the chat has stayed dead. It's been 15 minutes. So, and it's just been a lot of me rambling about ADHD. That's just pretty much useless facts and repeating myself. So I'm just gonna sign off now. Hit that like and subscribe button. And remember, I don't rage quit. I exit stage left.